Well, we're taking on a tough topic this Friday after the bodies of a Vancouver mother and her 7-year-old daughter, missing for 10 days, were found this week. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm David Molko. There have been no arrests, but police are calling Meshay Melendez's boyfriend a person of interest in their disappearance, and court documents point to a history of alleged domestic violence. Let's bring in Alma McCarty now in the newsroom. Alma, you talked to an expert about this case and also about how folks can support loved ones who also might be suffering.
David, Melendez's boyfriend, Kirkland Warren, was arrested earlier this month, accused of assaulting Meshay, harassing her, and shooting up her apartment in December. He's also charged with violating a no-contact order. Court documents had him listed as an extreme risk to her, yet he was able to bail out.
The trouble is when we have a legal system with district attorneys and judges, they are horribly undertrained in domestic violence. They know laws, but they don't know a perpetrator, they don't know the characteristics of a perpetrator, and they don't know what they do to a victim.
Dr. Kathy Mathis is a doctor of clinical psychology and a national domestic violence expert with 37 years in the field. After the disappearance and death of 27-year-old Meshay Melendez and her young daughter, Layla, she looked into the background of Meshay's boyfriend, Kirkland Warren. At this point, he's only considered a person of interest in their disappearance.
You have judges that let him out, should never have let him out. You have a district attorney who gave him bail. Why would you give somebody bail who has this kind of a history?
KGW reached out to Clark County officials to find out why GPS monitoring wasn't requested for Warren, given the alleged criminal history of domestic abuse. The prosecuting attorney's office responded with no comment, citing an open investigation.
You have a perpetrator who has shown you who they are, believe them, because they're not going to change.
Dr. Mathis explained it can take many tries for people caught in cycles of domestic abuse to leave a partner. Seeking out help from a resource center or shelter is also difficult to do.
And there are services there. I mean, they get food, they get clothing, they get opportunities for healing and for, rebuilding their life. But a lot of them say, this is my home. I'm here, I don't want to leave it because I've done nothing wrong. And that really is part of the reason, along with the bonding, that people stay in the relationships. And then you add the threats to, I'll kill you if you leave.
For concerned family and friends, she recommends looking out for signs of controlling or verbally abusive behavior and isolation. For those in a potentially dangerous situation, Dr. Mathis offers this advice.
Get out, get to safety, get help, and make that person that's lying to you prove they've changed. It's not what they say that you listen to, it's what they do.
On Sunday, there will be a community vigil at 11 a.m. in Esther Short Park to honor the lives of Meshay and Layla. Again, Warren still remains a person of interest in this case. He has not been formally charged. He is facing an unrelated murder charge for a 2018 case out of Arkansas. David?
Thank you, Alma. Appreciate this follow-up tonight. If you or someone you know might be a victim of domestic violence, know that you are not alone. There is a 24/7 national crisis hotline to help connect people to resources and to provide emotional support. You can call or text the number on your screen anytime. It is 800-799-7233.